welcome back. Welcome back. Day 2, match number 2 and match number 3 today of the biggest cricket league in the world. My name's Tommy Sandhu. This is Fan Doosra. We show things a different kind of way. And by the way, in the UK, it's Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of you mums out there watching right now, all you future mums to be, or you expecting mums, or you mums that are done. Like, oh, I used to be a mum. Now my but you're all grown up. Well done. You've brushed them off. You've got them out the house. Enjoy your freedom. Mums everywhere. Hey, listen, where would we be without my mum? It was actually my mum that taught me the doosra, that she taught me because she could throw the chappal with one hand and slap me with the other hand. It was an amazing bit of doosra action from my mum. Thank you, mum, for all those skills that you showed me. Hello, mums everywhere. Okay, here we go. Big day today, lots to ram in, so I'm going to keep it moving. We have got 2 great games. We've got MI versus DC coming up in about an hour and a bit. And then later on, you've got Punjab Kings versus the brilliant RCB. And Vranatha is here representing RCB. We've got Clinton here representing Punjab. Let's start with you guys first, right? Let's start with the later game first, and we'll kind of come back in time up until the match. Exciting stuff. Firstly, what's it feel like to be back, Clinton? What's it feel like, you know, with all the optimism of your squad going into today, Clinton? How are you feeling?
Hi, Tommy. It's really good to be back, and we're really very optimistic going forward. I think we've got a perfectly balanced squad after a really long time. Okay, if you look at even the way we've poised ourselves after the auction, it's one of the best Punjab teams that they've been able to build in these last 14 years. So really enthusiastic, optimistic, and we hope that we're able to push forward and make it towards clinching our maiden IPL title.
Oh, man, there you go. It's great. This is the time to be optimistic. Start of the season, the squad's looking strong. Everybody's fit, healthy, and well. Vranatha, have you got the same amount of optimism in you?
Yes. With the new captain, of course, so renewed energy and everything is fresh now. It's going to be a new era from here on, so it's definitely the same energy what we had last year and for the past 14 years. But yes, a new start to RCB and hopefully the best one.
And you've got a new picture behind you on the wall.
No, it's the old one.
Oh, it's in a frame now. It's all framed up. It's like something's different.
No, it's all same.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's the new energy I'm feeling. Maybe that's what it is. It's all just refreshed up. But this is great. Listen, we are, of course, Bharat Army. This is what we're here to do, is to talk about a fan show for the fans. We love cricket. But we're brought to you by Rario. And Rario are all about owning NFTs. What is an NFT? Is an NFT a nice, friendly tuckaloo? No, it's not. An NFT is a non-fungible trade. It's where you can own a little slice of cricketing history, a digital bit of memorabilia, if you will. You can own it, own a particular moment that took place in history. That's what happens with Rario. If you go to rario.com right now, register your details. It takes about 60 seconds. I'll tell you how to do it a little later on in the show. 60 seconds it takes. Register your details with Rario, and I have the chance to give you free NFTs. Free. Yet, can all 4 of you say the word free, please? Can we all say it now? Free. Say it.
Free.
It's a great word. It's our favorite word when things are free. I want to give stuff away on this show. Free merchandise and even chances to win players. Chances to meet players. Yeah, you can win a player. Take him home with you. Let him do your safaisa for you around your house. Make him cook for you. No, you can't do that. You can win a chance to meet the players. Let me get that very clear. That can all happen through rario.com, but you've got to go there right now and register. Let's look at the history. Talking about Rario, owning moments in history. Let's look at the history between Punjab and Rajasthan. Bangalore. Royal Challengers Bangalore. Look at that. That's how the stats stack up right now. 15-13. Punjab just nicking it in the lead. Surely, Vranatha, that's not a good stat for you, is it? Vranatha, how does that make you feel? Oh, look at that. It's dazed her. It's dazed her completely. It's blinded her. She's like she's just we've got a little freeze in you, Vanatha. We'll come back to you in a second. Clinton, well, you can take this moment while she's not listening. 15-13. There's not much in it though, bro.
Yes, actually, but what these stats won't tell you is that the dominance that we've had over RCB, and whenever we've played them every season, there has been one dominant performance. Okay, if you look at 2020, it was KL Rahul who destroyed them single-handedly. 2021, it was Harpreet Brar. So Punjab RCB matches were always one-sided to the extent that Punjab's couple of players have dominated RCB and have the edge over them.
They've been a lot more dominant, Vanatha, is what he's saying. Even though it's only 15-13, he says it doesn't break down the fact.
It's just 15-13. It's close by, and we're gonna make it equal. The 3-3, the last meeting. So that's not a dominance you can call. You're forgetting the 2016 what Virat Kohli did one-handedly in the 15th over. So it's not dominance.
Okay, right. Hold on. Good killer. The CEO wants to chip in on other people's games. Yes, good killer. It's good to have you with us. What do you want to say about these two teams as a neutral?
I'm just going to say that if I was a Punjab fan, I wouldn't worry about KL Rahul not being there. I mean, you could say that he had the runs and everything behind him, but a lot of his innings had a negative impact on the matches. I mean, you could have excused his approach in one season where it didn't work, but after it not working in 2020, it didn't make any sense for that approach to continue in the next season. So as a Punjab fan, if I was a Punjab fan, I'd be more than happy with the opening pair that is there. And I'd actually like this. I'd actually say that they're much better off than what they have been in the previous seasons. Just that they need to have the conviction which has lacked in the last two seasons. The chopping and changing needs to stop. If that happens, I think they're good to go.
Right, he's saying it's no big deal. No big deal. KO Rahul Shmahul is what Good Cricket says. It's no big. When you think back, out of those 15-13 wins and losses and those kind of different battles that they came up against each other, when you think about those, Clinton, is there one moment in an NFT style and fashion that stands out in your mind? If you could own it, if you think, yeah, man, that was really cool when we did that. What was it, Clinton? Clinton? Is he thinking? Does it take a little while to think of the moment? Has he gone quiet again? Varnatha, give me your moment when you think of RCB versus Punjab. Is there a moment that stands out?
For me, it was the
hold on, he's there.
Harpreet Brar show in 2021, wherein
Carry on. There's a big delay here. Yeah, you are audible. Carry on. You're audible. Let me just message him. You're audible. Oh, he's gone. He's run away. He's not. He was. Okay, there's a little delay. Vanatha, pick your moment from RCB versus Punjab.
So it's from 2016, 113 runs of 50 and 113 runs of 50, and that celebration of Virat Kohli's with 8 stitches. So that was my favorite moment versus Punjab.
Virat, yeah. So completely with stitches in his hand. Is that what you're saying? That bit, that moment. He
did this celebration of 8 stitches. He had 8 stitches that he did that celebration after the century.
There you go. It's a magical moment. It stands out in the history of it. Clinton, can you hear us now? A magical moment, a moment that stands out for you.
For me, it was the one where Harpreet Brar knocked over De Villiers, Kohli and Maxwell and single-handedly destroyed RCB. So that was one moment that I remember just 6 months ago. No, a year ago, 12 months ago.
Sounds like a powerful moment. That was even. It looks like it's even painful for Varnatha to relive right now. The way the faces are going. So it's good. Look, lots of special moments. It's going to be a great battle. We've got loads to talk about. On to today's game, though. So we've got two teams hungry for it, hungry to make their mark now. Lots to kind of prove. Like you say, 2 new captains as well. I think we've kind of touched upon the excitement of it. But who's your player to watch out for today, Varnatha? Who's going to be your leading kind of guy?
I think the opening pair, since Faf is also playing his first match for RCB, I'm rooting for him that he scores some heaps of runs. And I think the stadium is known for making lots of runs. So Faf Duplessis is something I'm looking forward to. And with him on the other side will be Anuj Rawat for me. So yes, these two players.
Okay, Faf is the man. Faf Duplessis is the man for RCB. Is what one of the things, the one to watch. You never know. You could even own a Rario moment from him. And what about Clinton? Your Punjab fan player to watch.
For me, it will be once again Harpreet BRAR because the franchise has reinvested in him, and along with him, I would go with Shikhar Dhawan because he's known for his consistency. So, yeah, Harpreet BRAR would be my player to watch out for.
Okay, your area player to watch out for from Clinton as well. It's good. It's good. Very, very exciting stuff. Okay, we should probably do your fighting talk now then. We should do your fighting talk and then we'll come on to the MIRC. Otherwise, it's too much. I don't want to end the show on a double fighting talk. Yeah, it's like, it's a lot of aggression. I can't handle it. Yeah, it gets too much. So if you don't mind, just whilst you get yourselves ready, you're going to have 30 seconds each. Let me tell everybody one time how they can register with Rario.com. Okay, I need you to do this. It's free. And if you register today, tomorrow on the show, I'll announce who our winners are, and I can be giving you free NFT, free moments in cricketing history from our Rario players. All you got to do is go to Rario.com, watch this video. It's this easy. I did this earlier on. This is how simple it is.
It's so easy. You type in your email address first of all. This is it. This is step one. Email address. You can all do that. And then once you've filled that one in, you go down to the line below and you type in your username. I'm going with Big Tom. And then you put in your password. Make this unique to yourself, something that you're going to remember. And you have officially got yourself into the site. Then, of course, you've got to make sure you're not a robot by typing in the code. You hit submit. You wait for the email to come into your inbox and you confirm it. That's it.
Bus. That's it. Email, username, password. I'm not a robot. You got to type in those letters, and that's it. That's all it takes. And I'll be giving away free stuff. Okay, that's all you got to do. Please go and do that right now. It'll take 30 seconds. It'll take the time it takes us to do fighting talk. That's how quickly it'll be. And talking of which, who's going to go first out of? Well, there's only one player, so it's, from each team, so you have to do that. So I'll run with that. I'll let you go first. Lead the way. Your 30 seconds of fighting talk against Punjab starts right now.
So firstly, I'm not going to fight because whenever I fight, my team loses. So I'll be just sweet that it's the new year, new energy, and Faf is leading the team. And we are coming with the new energy. Every player is refreshed. Even Virat is refreshed, and you will be thrashed. That's it.
Hey! Refreshed and rethrashed. That's what it was. It was a double whammy. Thrashed and thrashed. That's what it's going to be. Maybe you meant a new word. Refreshed. Refreshed is what you are, okay? It's a combination of fresh thrashings. Punjab, back to you then, right? Your 30 seconds, Clinton, to give it back. And by the way, Clinton, you haven't got to hold back. You just go for it. Your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm not going to be as kind as Varnita because whenever I have done a fighting talk 3 times, all 3 times Punjab have won. So I'm not going to hold back. So yeah, whenever Punjab have played RCB, we always destroyed them, whether it was 2011, Gilchrist and Marsh, 2013, David Miller, 2020, KL Ram, 21, Harpreet BRAR. Today is going to be nothing different and we're just going to destroy RCB as we always did in the past. So all the best and Sada Punjab.
Done. All the best, Sada Punjab. Look at that. It's just going to happen. He's just so confident. He's so sure. Damage will be done. Well, that is the later match today, 7:30 India time. Very exciting stuff. Go, guys. You can get yourself ready and set up for that one. But before that, it's Mumbai versus DC. Something really exciting about this encounter. What is it, Naresh, about Mumbai versus DC? Is it because this is the Battle of the Blues?
Yeah, you can say, and there's a history behind these two. You can say right from the Ranji Trophy days, where the way Mumbai and Delhi cricket has progressed. So there is that rivalry and real good competitive cricket they have been playing for decades. So that's what's going to be, and obviously both the teams, forming new sides with a lot of power hitters. That's going to create more excitement when we go into this game.
Yeah, both sides rebuilt after the auction, as we know, and there is a lot of firepower in both teams today. But you mentioned the history there. Let's have a look at their history. This is how Mumbai and DC have stacked up in their head-to-heads in the past. Again, only two between them. Same with Punjab and RCB, with Mumbai Indians just notching into the lead. Gurkirat, is that a worthy stat? Is that worth noting? 16-14?
it, if you actually look at it alternative season wise, you'll find that one season MI is done well over Delhi, and the other Delhi is done well. So last season Delhi both won both the games versus Mumbai, but the previous season Mumbai won all four games. Then before that it was one each, and then in 2018 it was Delhi winning both the games, where the last game when Delhi won in Kotla, Mumbai were knocked out. So it's quite a touch and go kind of a situation with both the teams. I do, for one, do feel that both the teams aren't as good as they were in the last cycle, because Delhi's bowling is nowhere the same. Neither is Mumbai's, because you felt that Mumbai's spin attack was a problem with Krunal and Rahul Chahar.
Right,
But
yeah.
now you have two spinners who don't even make the first 11 on a consistent basis in Murugan Ashwin and Markande. And then there's Fabian Allen, who may or may not play, so you don't know. With Delhi again, there's no Avesh, there's no Rabada, there's no Ashwin. So a lot rest on the shoulders of Akshar and Nokia throughout the season, and Nokia may not play today. So I think
Right.
both the teams will have to depend a lot on their batting, where I feel that Delhi's Indian batting is also good, and MI might miss someone like Surya Kumar Yadav, because he's not available. So I think it's going to be a tight game, with the team that bowls first will have a definite advantage, because like I said, both the teams don't have the bowling resources which they had in the last cycle, and chasing then makes it easier to compensate for your weaker bowling. So
Yeah.
whosoever wins the toss might have a very distinct advantage over the other team.
Okay. And yeah, you mentioned actually that, yeah, Norke is out. He's got hip and back issues. Same as my Dudley. I'm just going to say that. He's got the same problems as my Dudley. Maybe Norke, maybe he is my Dudley. I don't know. I've never seen the two of them in the same place at the same time. So maybe she just changes outfits. Don't
Yeah,
know.
but Nokia has hair. You don't. So
No, but my Dudley does. My Dudley does. I'm saying, so it's the same issue. So he could
yeah.
be my Dudley in disguise, like the big bad wolf in the story.
Okay.
Don't deny what my Dudley is capable of, Gurkirat. You don't know it.
No,
She's
no, I,
amazing.
I I know what Punjabi dadis are capable of. I have one as well. If God forbid, if she's watching the show, we may not have you on the show tomorrow. So I mean,
Very, very true.
so
Naresh,
let's move to talking to cricket and not our dadis, because that's a very dangerous territory, not just for the two of us.
yeah, it's Mother's Day, not Dudley's Day. All right, let's focus. Naresh, when you think about actually the games that these guys have played, that Mumbai and DC have played, what stands out? What's a real nice moment? Because I think as we go ahead, we look forward to the season. It's nice to look back for a moment and just pick a magical moment for you, something that means something.
Like as Gurkirat said, that 2020 we dominated Delhi. They were a brilliant side. 2020, 21. They was the most well balanced batters and bowlers in the side. So winning the final against them, clean sweeping 4-0 in that year. I think that was a moment lifting the trophy for the second consecutive time. No one else has done it. So 2019, 2020, we lifted the trophy, and the moment was beating Delhi in the final.
Yeah, nice, big moment. Good. Have you got a moment in the DC MI matchup that stands out for you?
From the most recent ones, you have to pick Pant's innings in the 2019 opening game of both the sides. I think that was something else, with him scoring an 18 ball 50 and finishing with 78 of 26. I think that's one of the most recent great memories of the rivalry. But if you go further, you'll get a few games. You'll get a nail biter of a game in the very first season at Kotla, where Delhi just chased down in the last over courtesy DK. then you come to the 2012-2013 season. Delhi hadn't won a single game in their first 6 games, and then Jayawardene and Sehwag had that 160 odd run partnership where Delhi registered their first win. So a lot of memories, but the most recent one has to be Pant's innings in Wankhede. That was something else. That was one very special innings.
And bringing it, I suppose, up to date then, Pant, we can expect what? A lot of runs from today? You got all eyes on him today, Gurkirit?
Oh, if he's able to keep out Bumrah, because his records against Bumrah is not great. I think he averages under 10. He's been dismissed by Bumrah, I think 5 or 6 times, if I can remember. So if he can keep out Bumrah, then yeah, I don't see why he can't do well. But I'd be very excited for someone like Sarfaraz as well if he makes it to the 11. It's his home ground. Like I said, both the teams don't have a great bowling attack, and Sarfraz has range around the wicket. If someone has seen him play for RCB back in 2015, 16, 17, he has range around the wicket, so he can also fill in as a finisher as of now. And then there's Rahman Powell. So these three players I'm quite excited about, because we already know what Shaw is capable of. So I don't think we need to discuss that. But Sarfaraz and Powell, I'm quite excited about.
I think we've got a little stat on Shaw as well. Let's just show everyone at home what Shaw is capable of. Am I right in saying that? There we go. Prithvi Shaw, there you go. There's the strike rate and power play as well. Player to watch out for today, according to Rario and us here at Bharat Army. Look out for Prithvi Shaw in action today. And
last season it was even better. Last season his season strike rate, not just the power play, was 159, where he batted outside the power play as well, and on some slow pitches in Sharjah and in Sharjah and Chennai. So you might, if he has a good season, that strike rate could actually go up to 160, 165, which essentially means that he's scoring 11 runs per over in the power play, which he anyway did. He was scoring 10 runs an over in the power play the last season itself when he played on a few slow decks. So yeah, like I said, there's not much to discuss about Shaw. Everyone has seen his potential. Everyone knows how good he is. So you'll have to hope that he now comes of age with Delhi.
Excellent. It's exciting stuff. Naresh, yes, please.
Yeah, I'm sticking to Prithvi Shaw. I know he's in the opponent team, but this is home for him. It's expected for him to score. Wankhede, CCI, Brabon, and DY Patil. So I'm sure the Delhi leadership would want him to score big because of his familiarity with the conditions.
Yeah, but who are you looking at? Who's your guy on your team?
Has to be Ishan Kishan. All the hype around the most expensive player in the auction, and the way Mumbai went for him on day one of the auction. So there's a long-term plan we have for him. So surely the eyes will be on him. We don't have Quinton de Kock now. So as an opener, as a wicketkeeper, loads of responsibilities. And surely Rohit Sharma would have kind of narrowed him down as a future leader also. So loads to expect from Ishan Kishan. We want to see him get back to big runs. Recently playing for India, he hasn't yet got that touch which we have seen him in the past. So it has to be Ishan Kishan.
Okay, lovely stuff. I want to say thank you to everybody who's messaging in at the same time as well. Akshat, Pranav, Anmol as well, and lots coming through on Instagram and on our Facebook page as well. This is great. Well, this is it. This is the big battle, the big ding dong. It's the first double match of the season as well. We picked your Rario players to look out for. I think it's just time to go into fighting talk between MI and DC. I feel like we've had a fair amount of fighting talk already. Who wants to kick things off? Should we go with Mumbai first? Is that all right, Naresh? You ready for your 30 seconds?
Yeah,
now remember. You got to remember, Naresh, this is the fans' show, okay? So we are being watched by thousands of MI fans, thousands of DC fans, and probably some now, still RCBs and Punjab fans as well, lovers of cricket. They all want to hear what you're going to say. They all want to hear you instill a bit of fear. This is like boxers just before they go into the ring. So you don't hold back. I know you're a nice guy. Look at Naresh's smile. It's just not intimidating enough. But here we go. Your 30 seconds, Naresh, to instill fear into the hearts of Delhi Capitals starts now.
When you go out to achieve something which is distant away, there is one thing which is very familiar phrase used in Mumbai or where I stay in the Western India, ki Delhi bahut dur hai. That's what's happening with Delhi. Trophy bahut dur hai, so don't have those hopes. And the other thing is that you have gone on buying stars in the auction. We have gone on building stars in the future. So we may be starting as dark horses, but we are going to be very, very dangerous this year.
Oh! You're buying stars, Dilly, but these guys are creating their own galaxy. That's kind of what he's saying, because we've got our own universe. We're making our stars from scratch. They're chiseling out those future stars that are going to shine tomorrow. That's why their future is so bright. Gurkirat, over to you. Your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, I mostly agree with Naresh, but not on this part that Delhi buys stars. If you look at Delhi's history, most of the under 19 or young players have always been bought by Delhi, starting from the time of Pradeep Sangwan in 2008 or Unmukh Chand in 2012, or even Khalil Ahmed was also a part of Delhi back in 2016. Shreyas Iyer, we know what kind of player he's become. Prithvi Shaw, Pant. So I don't think that Delhi buys stars. But as far as Ramesh saying Delhi bahut dur hai, well, that phrase has a different meaning. This time it may or may not be true, we don't know. We'll have to wait how it plays out, and let's hope that the better team wins. And like I said, toss is going to be a massive and a crucial factor. If toss goes Delhi's way, the figure might become 16-15 by 7 or 7:30 p.m.
Right. Psychic Gurkirat has made his prediction by 7 or 7:15 p.m. This is what will happen. Stats will change. Hearts will be broken. We'll see. Who knows? It could go either way. Listen, this is going to be a great day. As we know with the IPL, that's what makes it so excited. Were anybody a little bit surprised at yesterday's result? I feel like I was. I was kind of expecting a CSK dominance. So what happened? I mean, despite the big run score from Dhoni, a brilliant performance from him. What went wrong? Actually, let me just get Pranatha. Did you watch yesterday's game?
Yes, I did. I think the total was not that much what they wanted. Only Dhoni batted. Apart from that, it was just off. Like Jadeja, I thought he's gonna play well, but I think the captaincy pressure played a role. That's what I felt it was seen. And apart from Dhoni, nobody looked. I mean, they are prepared, so it was just like that. But hopefully, and even they were missing Moeen Ali and Deepak Chahar for yesterday's match, so yeah, that might be the reason. But anyways, Dhoni is known for slow starter, and then later they build on. So we know Dhoni how he works.
That wasn't too slow of a start though. 50-odd runs, wasn't it? I mean, that's pretty impressive. Is it slow by Dhoni standards, Naresh?
No, if you go to see last couple of years, he struggled. So the way he went on to build the inning yesterday, especially the way he finished, I think it was still fair on the what and the situation he came in. I think the top order struggled. They looked rusty, so they'll have to just get back into having their plan in place. Lots expected from Ruturaj and Jadeja, both failed. I think that run out was something which was not good for Chennai, and so they just need to get that a few things right. And Dhoni, you can say it's a good start. He's not leading, but obviously he's still calling the shots from behind the stumps. But he just needs to enjoy himself. Could be his last season, but he just needs to enjoy.
Oh, that's a lovely sentiment. Just play with your heart, enjoy yourself. But actually, when you say that, look, you're saying about settling in time and all that. Are you worried about your own teams needing settling in time? Here we are, these teams rebuilt, reformed, new captaincies going on. There's been changes all round. That could play a factor, Clinton, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And the first couple of matches, teams would look to focus on identifying their ideal play.
Oh, is he frozen just for me? Am I?
Yeah. I think we have lost him.
Good. Tell me then. Settling in time. How crucial is it to hit the ground running for all teams in the IPL?
Very crucial, because this time it's not just about all teams are the fixtures are unequal. All teams are not going to play all teams twice, right? So if you match up better against one of the teams who you have to play twice, you have to make sure that you use it to your full potential and use the full opportunity. I felt that KKR actually lost out on a chance to help their net run rate. They had to chase 132. Even if they went about at 8 runs per over, that chase should have been done by the 17 over mark. What I felt was that they probably took 9 or 10 balls extra, and that might come back to bite them later on if they are not able to finish second, or finish fifth. Because in 2019 Delhi, CSK and MI all had 18 points, but Delhi finished third. So so that is the one thing that KKR might do. As far as the KKR's death bowling is concerned, I wasn't surprised one bit, because their best death bowler is Andre Russell, and a lot is riding on a player who has huge injury concerns. So I wasn't surprised with the last 3 overs of KKR bowling, because you look at their squad, there's no one who can bowl at the death. But yes, I think Sam Billings showed a lot of potential, and that made me very sad as a Delhi Capitals fan that he didn't get a single game last season, especially when even Stoinis was injured, and you had the likes of very mediocre T20 players like Steve Smith and Tom Curran playing ahead of him. So that was something which was which was sad to see. But I think KKR have gotten on a good start, and they have sort of got the template that they can't afford the games to go till the death, especially with the ball, because their death bowling is a concern. As far as CSK is concerned, you will know more once Moeen Ali comes back, because I think once Moeen Ali comes back, Santner will go out, and then maybe there's a chance that they also might play someone like a Mahesh Dikshana, or Jordan or Pretorius might come in as well if they think that they need more pace on these wickets. Because you don't have someone like Deepak Chahar also for power play wickets. So I think two more games, and you will know where CSK is going, or what the template is going to be. I just thought that yesterday they were a little puzzled, and Jadeja's batting approach also, you couldn't make out much out of it, because there was Bravo and Santner to follow, and he played 28 balls for 26, which is a bad innings, and it looked worse because of how Dhoni had done, who's clearly not in the prime of his career. So a few things for CSK to figure out, but I think more or less KKR will have a similar template to how they played yesterday.
Okay, it's good. It's interesting stuff. Go on, sorry, Naresh.
Yeah, Deepak Chahar would be a huge miss. The evening games at Wankhede, or rather any of these 4 grounds, Deepak Chahar would be a huge asset to have. Last year, first half, we saw what he did in Wankhede. So yeah, CSK would
I think
really
ball swings even more in Brabon because of how the stands are. In Wankhede, you have the big stand, so the breeze isn't flowing as much. But in Brabon, because the stands aren't bigger, the breeze flows a lot more. And this is something which you can even check by comparing the stats of test matches at Brabon and test matches at Wankhede. The bowling averages are much lesser in Brabon as compared to Wankhede, especially for the Pacers. So any team which has a player who has value with the ball in the power play should actually look to use those 3 overs out of the 4 in the power play itself, like how KKR used Umesh yesterday.
Okay, cool. I quite enjoyed Bravo's celebration.
Just 1 wicket away, just 1 wicket away from breaking Malinga's record. He's already equaled it. Yeah, 170 wickets each.
Nice. Look at that. Good stats. Good show, guys. Thank you very, very much. Enjoy the biggest cricket league in the world today. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your team's first games of the season. It's MI versus DC a little later on, and Punjab versus RCB as well playing today. It's going to be a great day. Have a great one. Enjoy it with your families. Enjoy it with your friends. Support your teams. Message me. Message us here at Bharat Army. Send us your comments. Send us your predictions. And we love hearing from you guys. And of course, what you must do today for a free chance to win free NFTs, which I'll be giving away tomorrow, is go to Rario.com. It's so easy, guys. Rario.com and sign up. You click sign up. Name, email, password. Bus. That's it. You're in. You verify your email. I promise you, the whole thing takes 60 seconds, and I can give you some free stuff in return. So do that right now. Do that before the game starts, which is in about, what is it? I get mixed up with my time. Is it in about an hour? When is the game? When is the first game starting?
3:30. It begins 3:30.
So what's the time now? What's the time now?
2:45. 15 minutes to toss. 15 minutes left to toss.
Okay, you go.
Maybe we can predict what is going to be the potential 11 for Delhi and Mumbai.
You want to do that now? Okay, you're going to do that now?
Why not? Why
the
not?
Whole 11. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wrapping up the show because it's breakfast time here in London, but it's fine. If you want to predict the 11, let's go. Good.
You are anyway going to have a heavy breakfast. It would taste better if you have it 5 or 10 minutes later.
Yeah, it's okay. Tell me then, who's going to be your 11? Who's in your squad?
So I think for Delhi, there are only two foreigners available. One is Powell, and the other is Tim Seifert. I'll definitely play Powell. I'll, might play Seifert as well. Seifert and Shaw to open, with 3-4-5 being Sarfaraz, Pant, and KS. These positions are not fixed. If an early wicket falls, you could send in KS, but if a wicket falls later, you might as well send Sarfaraz. So 3-4-5 becomes, like I said, KS, Pant, and Sarfraz. Powell at 6, Lalit Yadav at 7, Shardul Thakur 8, number 9 Akshar Patel, and then two pacers in Khalil and Sakaria.
Okay, right, solid. So Naresh is kind of going, what do you reckon?
Yeah, we don't have Sky, so I see, as it is, our top 4 would be Indian batters. So with Ishan Rohit to start, I'll get in Tilak Verma and Anmolpreet Singh. He's done well for Punjab. And then, the template has been 4 batters and followed with 3 all-rounders or finishers, which has worked well for Mumbai. We had Pandya brothers and Pollard. Obviously, Hardik didn't bowl the last season. So we have Tim David, Kyron Pollard. This difficult to choose between Daniel Sams or Fabian Allen, but Sams bats better, so probably he'll go with him at 7. Bumrah is there, Markande, Taimai Mills, he's done very well. And Taimai Mills and Sams and Tim David are all Jayawardene influence from the 100, how important they have been in white balls. So surely they would get a go-ahead right away. Maybe one spinner or a pacer depending on the pitch plays. There won't be any due factor because it's a day game. So the second half you can expect a little slowness. So could be a Thumpy or the Ashwin, the second spinner, may just get a go right away.
If I would differ slightly. I might have someone like a Fabian Allen come in purely because of the number of right-handers now Delhi have, as opposed to the number of left-handers that they used to have. Seifert is a right-hander, Bharat is a right-hander, Sarfraz is a right-hander, Powell is a right-hander, and KS Bharat is a right-hander. So I'll bring in Fabian Allen at number 7. Then obviously one of Markande or Ashwin might play. I'd rather go with Murugan Ashwin because he's had decent Syed Mushtaq Ali for Tamil Nadu. Between Mills and so obviously Sams doesn't play. So between Mills and Meredith, I'm not sure if Meredith is available or not. If Mills plays, then I think Thumpy would play. But if Meredith plays, then I think Unadkat might play. Unadkat does give value with the new ball, in conditions where the ball might swing. But you would ideally want one left-arm pacer and one right-arm pacer. So it just comes down to upon...
But in the end, watch out for Boom Bumrah.
Yeah.
Every team watches out for him. I think it's a stage where when you play MI, you just sort of plan around the 16 overs and you take, even if you are able to take 24 runs out of the 4 Bumrah overs without any loss of a wicket, I think it's something that most teams will take it with both hands on both days, on all days. So I think it's majorly going to be Bumrah and Akshar are going to be the most important bowlers for their respective sides, without a doubt.
Okay, Bumrah versus Pant in the big battle. Love it. Great stuff, guys. Ronata, I'm going to ask you, did you want to go through your 11? Did you want to go pick your star players?
I think your breakfast is ready.
No, I'm only kidding.
You don't want to go.
I'm only kidding. If you don't know what my wife's like, there's no breakfast ready. It's a sort yourself out. There is no heavy breakfast at all. I'm totally kidding. No, but I want to know how you're feeling about your squad. Is there a solid 11 that you're confident with going out there today in you and Punjab?
Clinton, you want to go first, or should I start?
Yeah, let's get Clinton on just in case his connection goes. Clinton, we need you. We want to hear what you're going to say.
Pardon, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I was saying, give us your 11, Clinton. Who's your 11? Who's your 11 players?
Yes. I would start off with Shikhar Dhawan and Mayank Agarwal. Then I would have Rajapaksa at 3, Liam Livingston at 4, Shah Rukh Khan at 5, Jitesh Sharma, who would be our wicketkeeper, at 6, followed by Odin Smith at 7, Benny Howell at 8, Harpreet Brar, Arshdeep Singh, and Rahul Chahar at 9, 10, 11. This is purely because of the unavailability of Rabada and Johnny Bairstow.
Odean Smith is also not available.
He's available. Odean Smith is there. He
He's
named him in
available.
the
So
squad, yeah.
Clinton, you'll play Odean ahead of Benny Howell.
Ellis also
sorry,
is not available.
Odean's not available, or is he?
Odean is
Is he?
available. Odean is available.
But
He
you will
is,
play
he is.
Benny Howell ahead of Odean.
No, we have only 7 foreigners. Out of those 7, Ellis is not available, Rabada is not available, Johnny Bairstow is not available. So we are left only with 4. So we have to play those 4 unless we drop Benny Howell and play only 3 foreigners and go on with say a Sandeep Sharma or someone. The playing 11 for this 11 will be.
I personally feel that someone like Ranjit Bawa might, Raj Angat Bawa might get in, because there are no left-handers apart from Shikhar, so he might just get in on
for
that.
This game will be very, I would say.
All right. Okay, Ranatha, let's get your 11 then, and then we'll see who's going to come out against Punjab.
Yeah, so Maxi and Josh Hazelwood are not there. So I'll start with Faf Duplessis and Anuj Rawat in the opening, then 3 Virat Kohli, then 4 Mahipal Lomror, and then I have Rutherford, Dinesh Karthik, Shehbaz Ahmed, Vanindu Hasranga, Harshil Patel, David Willey, and Mohammad Siraj.
Solid. Naresh, happy? Yeah, look, nods all round. Good selection. Brilliant.
It all depends on what position Virat bats, 2 or 3, because there's no Maxwell, so it all depends.
3, always 3.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Go on, Ranatha. Final word.
Yeah, so we have seen in the Faf Duplessis 11 versus Harshil Patel, the practice match, there Faf and Anuj are opening. So mostly Anuj and Faf will be opening and Virat at 3. And I personally want Virat to bat at 3, even if Maxwell comes back. So let him bat at 3.
Okay, let him, please. Let him.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a day of superstars, and I just love it. I love the league. I love the excitement. I've been watching the lives that some of the players have been putting up as well. The teams are putting up, and all the excitement and the flag waving that's been going on, and just people arriving. It's super exciting. So enjoy your day of great cricket. It is MI versus DC. It's Punjab Kings versus RCB. And of course, we here at the Bharat in Fan Doosra will be covering every game every day. So join us for the more matches next time. Until then, from us and Rario.com, we'll see you later. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Tommy.